Have you ever wondered what the world looked like to people thousands of years ago? No GPS, no satellites, just stories, myths, and the stars to guide them. Well, today, we journeying back in time to ancient Mesopotamia to look at one of the most incredible artifacts ever discovered. The Babylonian map of the world. This isn't just a map. It's a window into the minds of a civilization that shaped human history. So, what did they really know? Let's find out. This amazing object, known officially as BM90 2687, is a small clay tablet, roughly the size of your hand, and it's currently housed in the British Museum. Dated to around the 6th century BCE, it's considered the earliest surviving world map. But when you first look at it, you might be a bit confused. It doesn't look anything like the globe we know. Instead, we see two concentric circles, a few shapes, and a bunch of cuneiform writing. It seems simple, almost childlike, but don't be fooled. Every single line and symbol on this tablet is packed with meaning. Let's break it down. The inner circle represents the known world, as the Babylonians saw it. It est surrounded by what they called the bitter river or salt sea, what we recognize as the ocean. At the very center isn't a specific city, but the general region of Babylonia itself. A long rectangle cutting through the top half represents the Euphrates River, flowing from the mountains in the north down to the marshes in the south. This river was the lifeblood of their civilization, so it makes sense that it features so prominently. Several small circles are scattered within the main landmass, representing major cities. Babylon, of course, is there, depicted as a large rectangle. Other circles likely represent neighboring cities like Susa and Dura. What's fascinating is that the Babylonians place themselves, quite literally, at the center of the universe. This isn't just a geographical statement. It's a powerful cultural one. They saw their civilization as the heart of the world, the most important place in existence. This kind of ethnocentric worldview was common in many ancient cultures. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Outside the circle of the known world, there are 8 triangular regions, called Nago, in the Akkadian text. These triangles jut out into the outer ocean, representing distant, mysterious lands beyond their immediate reach. The text describes these regions as places of myth and legend. One triangle is described as a place where the sun is not seen, hinting at a far northern land with long winters. Another is home to winged birds, and others are inhabited by fantastical beasts, like horned bulls. So, is this map geographically accurate? Well, no, not by our modern standards. The distances are skewed, and the shapes are symbolic rather than literal. But that wasn't the point. This tablet wasn't created for a sailor to navigate the open seas. Its purpose was much deeper. It was a cosmological map, a blend of geography, mythology, and religion. It was designed to explain the Babylonians' place in the cosmos. It organized their world, placing familiar cities and landmarks alongside the mythical and the unknown. The cuneiform inscriptions are key to understanding this. The text on the front and back of the tablet describes the creation of the world by the chief god, Marduk. It details his victory over the primordial sea goddess Tiamat and how he used her body to create the heavens and the earth. The map, therefore, becomes a visual representation of this divine act of creation. It's a snapshot of the ordered world as established by the gods. The mythical creatures in the outer regions aren't just fantasy. They represent the untamed, chaotic forces that exist outside the civilized, ordered world of Babylon. Think about it. The map tells a story. It says, here is our world, the world of order and civilization, created and protected by the gods. Beyond us lies the unknown, a realm of chaos and strange creatures. But even that is part of the grand cosmic plan. It provided a sense of security and identity. It answered fundamental questions like who are we? And where do we fit in the grand scheme of things? Furthermore, some scholars believe the map might have been connected to the epic tales of legendary heroes, like Gilgamesh. The text mentions a great hero who traveled to one of these faraway lands. This could be a reference to Gilgamesh's quest for immortality, a journey that took him to the very ends of the earth. The map could have served as a visual aid for storytellers, a way to illustrate these epic journeys and bring the myths to life for their audience. So, What did the Babylonians really know? They knew their local geography incredibly well: the rivers, the cities, the mountains. They also had a sophisticated understanding of the world's structure, conceptualizing it as a landmass surrounded by water. But more importantly, they knew how to weave together their knowledge, their beliefs, and their stories into a single, cohesive worldview. They understood the power of maps, not just to describe physical space, but to define cultural identity and make sense of the universe. The Babylonian map of the world is a testament to human curiosity and our innate desire to understand our place in the cosmos. It shows us that for ancient peoples, the world wasn't just a collection of physical features. It was a living, breathing entity, infused with divine power and mythological significance. The map is a beautiful reminder that our understanding of the world is always evolving, and that every map, whether ancient or modern, tells a story about the people who made it. It's not just about what they knew, but how they saw themselves and their world. What do you think? Is this map a scientific document, a religious text, or a piece of art? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. It's incredible how a small piece of clay can hold such a universe of meaning. Thanks for joining me on this journey back to ancient Babylon. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into history. See you next time.